an operative attached to the Special Tactical Squad of the Nigerian Police Force. Invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Olumoyiwa Aditomi, the Force Public Relations Officer of Nigeria Police Force.
My tripod.
I want to welcome you to this press briefing, this 16th August 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to today's press briefing at the headquarters of the Special Tactical Squad of the Nigerian Police Force, Guzape area of the Federal Capital Territory. Today is yet another day that serves as a testimonial of the endless and relentless efforts of the Nigerian Police Force in the pursuit of justice and apprehension of criminals connected to several forms of crime and criminality and the general safety of the country. As we continue to strengthen our investigative capabilities and collaborate with our law enforcement partners, we remain steadfast in our mission to uphold the rule of law and protect the rights of every citizen. We are confident that the aggregate of our efforts towards combating crimes and criminality will in no time herald a more secure and peaceful Nigeria for all of us. Gentlemen of the press, we wish to put it on record that the Nigerian Police Force has recorded remarkable achievements across the country, most especially in combating crimes and criminality, managing civil and social challenges like the recent End Bad Governance protests, which eventually turned violent in most of the states, which lasted for 10 days, from 1st of August to 10th of August 2024. Apart from the statutory duties of apprehension of offenders, maintenance of law and order, and going after criminally minded individuals in this country, we still embark on secondary and tertiary engagements, just like the just concluded End Bad Government protests in Nigeria. In the past 1 month that we had the last press briefing at the RRT office, the force has arrested 31 armed robbery suspects, 419 kidnappers, 318 murder/homicide suspects, and 47 for unlawful possession of firearms. The force also arrested 190 suspects for sexual-related offenses. 173 suspects arrested for cultism, and 1,548 suspects were arrested for other various crimes across the length and breadth of this country. The total number of firearms recovered stands at 150, plus the one we are going to have today. We're having 170 arms recovered. The total number of 1,788 ammunition recovered of various calibers, 122 vehicles recovered, and 207 rescued kidnapped victims. Now turning to the recent crime fighting achievements, operatives of the Nigerian Police Force around the country have made several outstanding achievements in the period under review, which will be summarily highlighted below. The first case is the foiled kidnapping and rescue of 11 kidnapped victims at Quarry Village, outskirts of Jibia Township in Katsina. About 9 a.m. on the 21st of July 2024, armed bandits in their numbers, wielding dangerous weapons, attacked and kidnapped innocent villagers while working on their farms at Quarry Village, outskirts of Jibia Township. The police mobilized, patrol team moved in conjunction with the military and vigilante group to the scene and tactically engaged them in a fierce gun drill, which forced the bandits to abandon their mission and escaped into the forest. 11 victims were rescued unhurt and they were taken to the General Hospital, Jibia, for medical attention. Our teams are working hard to apprehend the bandits, and as I speak with you, I can confirm some of them have been arrested, and at our next press briefing, we're going to give you an update. Another case of importance is kidnapping and rescue of kidnapped victim again. On 20th of July 2024 at about 9 p.m., one architect, Sunday Atibo Idom, in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, reported that he was lured by kidnappers to Bosi in the Demle North local government area of Anambra State. They actually lured him to that place, and when he got to that place, he was kidnapped in that particular location in Anambra State. Members of the gang suddenly came out from their hideouts from the bush and kidnapped the man and others. The complainant had managed, with the help of the police, to get out of that place, but his friends had fallen into the hands of these kidnappers. Upon receipt of the information, the Special Anti-Cultism Squad mobilized into the bush, and the kidnappers fled upon sighting the police. The victims were rescued, and I can speak with you, we are closing in on getting these fleeing kidnappers who terrorize our people in Anambra and some other parts of the country. We want to make it clear again that our efforts in making sure that we decimate activities of kidnappers, bandits, and other violent criminals in Nigeria is being intensified by the effort of the Inspector General of Police by putting all our officers and operatives on red alerts across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, today we will be giving you members of the press a modest breakdown of some of these arrests recorded by the operatives of the Nigerian Police Force through the Department of Force Intelligence and Special Tactical Squad in Abuja here, in quelling the menace of banditry, terrorism, kidnapping, and other heinous crimes occurring across the country. In today's briefing, we have a total of 9 suspects arrested, with 1 already charged to court for prosecution. 24 AK-47 rifles on display, 205 rounds of live ammunition on display, 10 magazines, 11 Toyota vehicles, 1 Toyota Hummer bus, 1 Bajaj motorcycle, assorted illicit drugs, 3 Toyota brain boxes, 2 side mirrors, 6 spanners, tapping glass, 1 cutlass, 1 knife, and 1 sack of gari, which is used to conceal arms and ammunition for their various operations. I'm sure the commander told me we have some of the victims whose vehicles have been recovered here. We are going to see them one after the other after my briefing, and you can see the vehicles recovered that are here. And we're on that note still calling on Nigerians to always work with the police. Make sure you get all your vehicles registered. The use of unregistered vehicle is a minus to our security architecture. For those of you that cover your number plates, let me say it again now, it's a criminal offense. As you want to reiterate that the ban on the use of tinted glass is still on. Using tinted glasses on your vehicles is criminal. It's a matter of law, not a matter of friendship or after taking a glass of water or a cup of tea, and somebody is just giving it as a warning. It is a matter of law. We have not commenced issuing out tinted permits to any vehicle owner in Nigeria, and that ban still subsists. So I want Nigerians to take note of this. Other vehicular-related crimes are still criminal and punishable under the law in Nigeria. For easy recovery of vehicles, we have advised Nigerians to always key and embrace the electronic Central Motor Registry app of the police. We have been able to recover some of these vehicles. Like I gave you the number, I think 120 something vehicles recovered through the effort of our platform, ECMR. It's very, very key. While we are still working in other areas to make sure we embrace technology to police Nigeria. The first case I'm having here today, criminal conspiracy, armed robbery, kidnapping, banditry, and cattle roasting. Can I have Musa Saidu, male, standing? Musa Saidu. Is he here? You know your name again? Let him just stand there. Can I have the IPO close to him, or somebody can possibly interpret for us in case you want to ask him some questions? From this man alone, 12 cows were rescued, 1 Bajaj motorcycle recovered, and on 29th April 2024, a team of operatives of STS left for Igbo in Oyo State on investigation activities and arrested this man, this particular suspect. Investigation revealed that the suspect had left for his community for 5 years. Upon his return back to his community in Kigagu, Kaduna State, after his disappearance, he started spending money extravagantly, buying different brands of new motorcycles, particularly expensive Bajaj, and 12 cows in a day, amounting to the sum of 5 million naira plus. This raised suspicion, and upon investigation or interrogation, he confessed to the above-mentioned crimes of kidnapping and cattle roasting and the like. He further confessed that he is operating under the leadership of one Haruna male in Beningwari Forest of Kaduna State. Throughout his operations, under the gang commander Haruna, he was using AK-47 rifles the way he likes. That 25 cows were given to him as his proceed of his above-mentioned criminal activities, that he sold the cows in Kaduna State, all at the rate of 4,700,000 naira. That the money he used in purchasing the Bajaj motorcycles and 12 cows, 10 female, 2 male in Igbo, Oyo State. This is what we always tell Nigerians. When you notice strange behaviors in your neighbors, in people in your community, please say something. When you see something, you say something. The INT actually assisted the police, particularly STS men, to place this man under surveillance, went after him, and arrested this Haruna. Because for somebody to buy Bajaj and spend 4-something million, somebody who disappeared in the community, suddenly he resurfaced and started spending money lavishly, extravagantly. This called for suspicion, and we actually weeded him. And here, he with us today at the STS base. Yeah, don't forget, I always say it jokingly that our bases here, they are our 5-star hotels where you can come, relaxed, and feel so fine. You can see the guy is looking so fine. Haruna, hey, what will be your name? Musa Saidu. How did you meet your commander in Beningwari Forest?
Please move closer to.
How you know what I thought? Say you know Hausa. Which state are you from? I mean, Kaduna. How old are you? Chirinda Biaro. Are you married? How many wives? 2. How many children? 1. How did you meet your commander Haruna in Beningwari Forest? Speak louder. Are you afraid? He went strolling. And they met. So he introduced you to banditry and kidnapping, or what?
You get the English. Well.
Janna ta Kaduna ne na haɗu da shi daga kiwo a fara ɗauka na.
So you need to speak up with the speaker, with the microphone, so we can hear the translation.
Don't worry, if you come on the show, they could join those people there. It's not suspect.
Okay.
That they met in Kaduna when they were running cows.
When they were running cows.
Yeah, that's where he met him and they started working together.
How did he introduce him to the business?
Yeah, they had a car, the aikin fashe da makani.
Na je dama nan ne inda muka taso muka koma can Kaduna dama garinmu ne.
That they met in Kaduna, from there now went to Oyo State.
Why Oyo State? Why the choice of Oyo State?
Don me kun zaɓi Oyo State din.
Saboda rigima ya yawa mu aka fara kwasan mashanu
Rigima yawa ina.
a Kaduna.
That there's too much problem in Kaduna.
What kind of problem?
Rigima.
Sata shanu.
Cattle rustling.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it not his own job? Is he not into cattle rustling? Why is he complaining?
Kai ma din ba aikin kwashe shanu kike yi ba.
Da ya kwasa masu nema abu ya ban haushi na biya na kwasa na wani sai.
That they first of all touched his own. Then he became angry and started packing goods on too.
Okay, but do you know cattle rustling is a criminal offense?
Amma ka san sata da makami da kwashe shanu ka san laifi ne.
Laifi ne nima abun kama ne.
That he knows that it's a crime, but because of what they did to him, that's why he started his own too.
Okay.
So you have decided to take the law into your hands.
So yanzu ka ɗauki doka da kanka.
Tabbas wannan na ɗauki doka da kaina amma tun da na samu na bari na koma garinmu.
That yes, you know he took the law into his hand, but after making the money, he now stopped and went back to his village.
To the village to go and spend. Like I said earlier on, that when you notice people like this who just come into our communities and spending lavishly, please inform us. You don't know what they have done to acquire the wealth to get the money. This is a typical example. And like you always say that the only thing history teaches a man is that man fails to learn from history itself. Use people's cases to learn, to guide your ways so that you will not fall victim of the law. Thank you so much. You can go. Go back to your
Please.
go back to your presidential suite and enjoy the rest of your day. The next case: conspiracy, kidnapping, and unlawful possession of prohibited firearms. Jajo Sali, 25 years. You know Jajo Sali? Zoku Samana. Many of them don't know the implication of what they do. You can see. Solomon, you know where they always ask questions, you can see. From him, we were able to recover 2 AK-47 rifles, 30 rounds of 7.62 mm, that is AK-47 live ammunition, and 3 magazines. On 4th July 2024, based on credible information, police operative attached to STS on investigation activity to Taraba State arrested these particular suspects from Ibi local government area of Taraba State in connection with the case of the kidnapping of one Hajia Marindo Gwagwa female, also of Gishiri Hassan in March 2024, with other members of his gang, where they collected a ransom of 1,300,000 naira only. The suspect, upon arrest, confessed to the crime and led operatives to the recovery of the operational rifles. Efforts are still on and being intensified to arrest other members of this syndicate. Like I always say, you can only run, or you cannot hide. Every offense committed leaves a trace. Once you commit that offense, you will surely get you. Here we have today with Jajo Sali. Jajo Sali, which state are you from?
Daga wani gari ka fito?
Daga Ibbi.
Ibi local government of Taraba State, ne? Yawa. How did you get these rifles? These guns you are using? How?
Yani ka samu su makami da kana amfani da su.
Na ina daji ne na ga TV suna yawo da shi sai ina so in sayar mani. Wani yaron TV.
I was in the bush, I saw one thief boy working with them, and I told the thief boy that I want to buy, and the thief boy now sold it to him.
Buy to do what? To play Ludo?
Kasi aka yi mai da shi.
Ina yin kiwo da shi.
He used to get.
Ana sa kan sani a wurin to in jan kwanta sai in buga da biyu haka da barayin sani su yi yawa a wurin.
That he bought it to be rearing cows due to cattle rustlers.
Go ahead.
That he bought it to be rearing cows due to cattle rustlers. Then before he sleep, he will now fire 2 rounds in order to scare the cattle rustlers away from his cattle.
That I'm at a lot. Jajo, now that you are here, how do you feel? And what is your message for people who do this, for them to know that having possession of arms like this is a criminal offense? Tell them.
Yanzu da kake nan, mai da zaka gyama mutane cewa rike bindiga, irin wanda bindiga din nan laifi ne.
Wannan kan na sani laifi ne.
That he knows that it's an offense. Ka ba ma mutane sako cewa irin wannan rikin bindiga din nan da kana da shi cewa laifi ne. Mutanen kawo da suna rike wannan bindigan. Na yanzu mai shawara ne zaka ba su game da wannan laifin da ka yi. An ce ma yanzu da kana hannu yan wanka da ba kama su kumba wanda suna irin wannan da bindiga wani shawara zaka ba su?
Zan ba su shawara su bari wannan doka ya hana.
That you advise them to stop, that is against the law.
Okay, you're advising them not to stop, it's against the law. When you bought this thing, you fire 2 rounds at night to scare them. But you later, you can't begin the kidnap collect ransom. Why did you include the ransom? If it's just for defense of your cattle, why did you start kidnapping and collecting ransom?
To, kai ka ce saboda shani kanka ne. Don me ka fara satan mutane kuma kana karba kuɗi da shi?
Wannan tun da na siya bindigan nan ban taba na yi kidnapping da shi ba, amma da na taba na yi so ɗaya ne. A yankin Ibin ne a dajin kuma yana mata. Ngari mun karɓar miliyon ɗaya da $1,500,000.
Okay, that ever since he bought this gun, he has never used for kidnapping. But he has done kidnapping before in Ibi, where they kidnapped some woman and collected $1,500,000.
What did you use the money for?
Me kai da kuɗin.
Kudin kashin da muka karba ma ba mu kase shi ba sai an gane mu daga wajen sai mun mai da kudin mun je jali ko tuba gaban mafin.
That when they collected the money, they didn't even use it, but that people came to understand, they were able to return the money and run away from the place.
Lamba. Anyway, you can see what we experience from the hands of these young guys who are to be productive to us in the country, but rather they are somehow problematic because, I would say because of the ignorance, because you have seen so far that all of them attested the fact that they know what they do are criminal offenses. Yet, they still continue to do, they allow other people to do, and they encourage others to do. All these are criminal offenses. To procure prohibited firearms is a criminal offense. Being in possession of prohibited firearms is a criminal offense. Let alone using arms to oppress, to rob, to kidnap, to steal is a criminal offense and punishable under the law. I wish all of us listening to us, particularly the young ones, could actually turn a new leaf and stop engaging in criminal offenses for us to have a more secure environment and societies in this country. Thank you, Dado. The next one I have is case of criminal conspiracy and car theft. Dairo Bashir, 36 years. Commander, all your suspects are so looking nice, putting on very expensive clothes. This is wonderful. On 8th of July 2024, operatives of the STS working on credible information apprehended one Dairo Bashir, this is a suspect male, a native of Sokoto North, who specialized in stealing of motor vehicles and has been in the illicit business for the past 5 years. The suspect confessed to being specialized in receiving stolen vehicles and being a major receiver of stolen vehicles and parts of those vehicles in Sokoto State as a whole. Receivers are the major problems we have in this country. Our laws have made receiving stolen goods a criminal offense. If those thieves steal and nobody to receive from them, I think they will be discouraged to do so. We need to review our law to even make the punishment for receivers to be more stringent. More punishment for them than even those that steal. Like a case we handled in Abuja yesterday, a camera worth 3-point-something million, photo camera, was bought by one of the dealers in Barnet in Abuja for 250,000 naira. Guilty knowledge is key. That when somebody wants to sell something to you, know the market value before you jump at it to buy. Receivers are the major problems we have in Nigeria and across the boundaries of this country. Those who steal vehicles, you can see just a month alone, we have recovered 120 vehicles. And there are some that have not been on our data, which means we must have recorded more stolen vehicles and more recovered stolen vehicles. So we need to do more on these receivers so that we can get it right, particularly on the issue of stolen vehicles or stealing vehicles and other items that are so handy. And I don't think any vehicle is handy. You see what they do, the job, the effort they put into stealing vehicles, either from park or snatch. It is not easy. It is not easy than phones. So the problem we have are those that are dealing in this business of selling fairly used items, vehicles, phones, electronics. I'm calling on associations to look into this and caution their members, because we are going after them, and very soon we're going to see how we can review the law to give them more punishment, particularly those receivers. They are the greatest problem we have in combating this particular crime of stealing, theft, hijacking, snatching, and the likes. You can see this young man, he has been in this business for the past 5 years. Every day for the thief, a day for the owner. You are welcome to our 5-star hotel. This man has confessed to this crime and is a major dealer or receiver in the whole of Sokoto State. So people from Sokoto, you can see Dairo is there. Your vehicles can be parked fine, and you can drive safely. At least he's a ringleader. You are still going to get other members of his syndicate or his agents who are working for him. According to this suspect, he receives stolen vehicular parts and takes them to one Dauda Muhammad, male, citizen of Niger Republic. You can see they even cross all these items. So this is a call on our men posted at borders. Police, custom, DSS, all operatives that are working at our various borders to keep watch on the vehicles that are going out. Not only the vehicles that are coming in to Nigeria. Those ones that are going out of this country, being ferried out of the country must be thoroughly checked. By doing this, I'm sure we're going to curb this by 50 or 60%. So it's a call to all operatives, security operatives at the border communities to keep watch on these individuals that ferry these vehicles out of Nigeria. He has a dealer working with him in Niger Republic. He confessed to having taken delivery of over 100 stolen assorted vehicles and motor vehicles, which he has disposed of mainly to Niger Republic, and also having multiple syndicates which he operates with, including a syndicate in Abuja. FCT residents, you see, I'm too. This is one of the people that are stealing your vehicles in the Federal Capital Territory. This led a team in Abuja, led by one Wizzy, who is now late. Can we pray for his soul to rest in peace? I doubt it. And one Mubarak, currently at large. I am sure the STS operatives, they are putting in their efforts to make sure they apprehend all the members of a syndicate and bring them to book in no distant time. It is very, very key. So, Oga, all the motor where you don't steal and the money where you don't make, what you know they take and do?
Duka motocin da ka sata da kuɗin da ka
I also know your pidgin.
you know get
A pidgin is speaking. I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
duka motocin da ka sata da kuɗin da ka samu duk bai kana yi da su.
No hear English.
Motoci ni direba ne a Sokoto. Waɗanda ke ɗaukar motocin ana ba direba yana kai a Sokoto yana ke kara da su Nijar.
Ba abin da na tambaye ka bane. Ka gane duk motocin da kun sata din da kuɗin da ka samu mai kai da shi.
Kai dai an kashe kuɗin.
That he spends the money.
Spend the money.
Ka kashe shi kai mai da shi.
An kashe shi dai haka nan sun tafi gaban zaren. An ce an kashe abinci ne an cire daidai abubuwan da
In the English, when he speak English.
Did you go to school at all?
Ka je makaranta.
Nah, lie.
Dairu, you don't go speak pidgin at all. You don't speak Turanci at all.
He go speak.
How they take do your business?
Ya ne kana yin harkan kaɗin baka jin ko pidgin.
ne ba na jin turanci.
It's not here anything.
They hear.
So your people waiting for Niger. How are you going to help us to get them to Niger?
Mutanen kan da suna ta can Nigeria ne za ka taimake mu ka kama su.
Insha Allah akwai da za a yi a kama su. Insha Allah.
Yaya.
You even put God join you. Anyway, you can see him is one of those that have been giving us issues, car theft, car snatching, stolen from parks and the likes, and he receives stolen items. You can hear he has his colleagues even across the country in the Niger Republic, in some of the big cities, including the Federal Capital Territory. I will try our best to go after them, but we can't do this. You know, members of the public must be involved at all levels to see how they expose people like this. And like I said, for those who are selling used or fairly used items, including vehicles, I think they need to be productive to us in this country. They need to be sincere, faithful, and genuine. All the associations of all these people that are selling fairly used items must wake up and do the needful. You have an association to screen, to check and profile your members. You even get money from them. What do you do with the mandate given to you as leaders of these associations? Many of these individuals, they dent your image because we want to believe that many of you in these associations, this is what you do. You don't have a standard, you don't have any focus. You are just coming together to create pains and sorrows for Nigerians, innocent Nigerians, by stealing their property, and you receive from stolen items from thieves, and you sell. You have guilty knowledge, which means you know some of these items are stolen, you still take from them, and you package or you repackage, and you sell as if you are selling new items. God is watching you. The next case I have here, let him go. Criminal conspiracy, arrest of gun runner, and illegal possession of prohibited firearms. Hawa Yusuf, female. Yawa, what a man can do, a woman can do, even better. Sami Allah Limani Hamdo. One AK-47 rifle recovered from her. 4 magazines. And from her, we recovered a bag of gari. So those where they protest hunger, come and meet Commander Gari. They used the sack of gari to conceal arms and ammunition. On 14th August 2024, just recently, 3 days ago, acting on technical intelligence, operatives of STS intercepted one Awas Isu, this woman, 30-year-old, of Dosenma, local government of Katsina State. The suspect was arrested while in transit from Lafia, Nasarawa State, to Katsina State, inside a Sienna bus along the Abuja-Kaduna Expressway. And that is one of the reasons we cannot stop police patrol and stop and search. Many Nigerians always clamor for removing policemen from the road. We only stopped roadblocks. We will continue to have stop and search points, nipping points, observation points, and our routine patrol. If you have not been on patrol along the Abuja-Kaduna Expressway, we wouldn't have arrested this woman. So Nigerians should please understand that having stop and search points and doing stop and search is one of our strategies that are paying off. I'll continue to do that. We can only do this devoid of extortion and corruption. That is the message of the Special General Police, even to our men and members of the public. We will continue to have routine patrols. We will continue to have stop and search points across the country, majorly on our highways, so that these highways and our roads can be safe for all of us in this country. A search was conducted, and one AK-47 rifle without breech number and 4 AK-47 magazines concealed inside a white sack of gari. An average person would just think this is gari, and that the woman is feeling hungry, that the woman wants to go and eat gari. But you can see what we have recovered from the sack of gari. And this is what they do. When you see cases paraded by NDLE too, those who deal with illicit drugs, they conceal some of these items, prohibited items, in food items, in very useful items like clothing and stationaries, beverages, and what have you. So when we search most cases, do not complain. We have tip-offs, and we can psychologically detect or suspect anything you have in your bag. So when our men stop you, please understand and cooperate with them. And during the interrogation, the suspect confessed that he was one Aminu Basulube, a notorious bandit terrorizing Katsina State, General Aziz, who sent her to take delivery of the arms in Danum Madam Camp, Katsina State. How will a woman subscribe to that? She must have been paid. So our women, we are mothers, we are our sisters. You should be of help to us to curb crimes and criminality, not to be used. Many of these criminals use our young ones, our children, and female who are vulnerable to carry out these dirty deals for them. Ordinarily, you won't think a woman see her attire, her turnout, the dressing, to suspect her to be a gun runner. You will not believe it. If she's not arrested and here with us, if many of you seated, when you read the news tomorrow, you say the police have come, they can lie. But here is she. She is here now, you can see. And that is our business. She has confessed. You are going to listen to her before I proceed. So, Ajia Hawa,
Yeah.
Tell us, why are you into that business of gun running for bandits? Ask him now.
Wait,
This one no
yeah,
go
mana. Don me kina cikin wannan harkan makami ma bandit.
Tun da nake ban taba ba, sai ranar da ya je ya kwana uku, ya je gidan da kakin soja, sai ya ce mani zai aike ni, sai na ce mai ina, sai ya ce man da wajen malumfashi, sai na ce mai to in dai ba aiki ba ne nan matsala ina zuwa, sai ya ce man to sai na tahi, ko da tahi ya ce in hau mota ta lafiya, sai na je na hau mota aka ce an kai na Abuja. Sai ya bani kuɗi naira 120, to yana ban shi bashin 20,000, sai ya ce ina kuɗin mota, na je ya ce zan an so hatsi in an so mai gero, da na je ba geron ba ne ba, ashe sai suka kawo mana garin kwaki, ban san da komai ciki ba, sai da na zo da suka kawo suna kawowa suka ajiye, sai gaba na yanki ya faɗi, da gaba na yanki ya faɗi sai na kira shi na ce ya aka ka ce gero zan an so maka, an bani garin kwaki, amma dai ka san da kai matsala ya ce mana babu kuɗi.
I hope now they hear. You too long for this man to grab.
Let
If you
him
want to tell us now, you just
summarize.
summarize.
Let me
No,
just
for those
summarize.
just summarize.
That she has never done it before until that fateful day, which the guy sent her to Benue. From
What did I
Nasarawa.
talk?
Abin ga lafiya, daga lafiya wani
You do?
gari ne na biya
Take your
naira
time.
700 aka kai ni.
I'll parade you now.
Shi mutum kaya ne ya sanya na mutane, amma yana da ɗan tage-tage. Daga can inda ya kawo ban san ko daga ina ya fito ba. Shi kayan da ya sanya irin wa'ayin ne. Irin wa'ayin ne na wani mutum.
That the person that sent her was wearing camouflage. That she never knew that it was arm that was inside. He actually asked her to go and bring gero. That is millet. And unfortunately, they now brought gari for her. That even when she saw the thing, Am I now caught? That she was apprehensive. And she now called him and asked him that, hope there won't be problem. The guy now said there is no problem.
In the gari, she saw the guns.
A cikin garin kwakin ba kin ga bindigan ba.
A'a ban ganta ba sai da na zo nan gun da aka kama ni, aka ko da dama suka zo ne kalmar shahada na ce inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un, na ka ce
No, that she didn't see the gun until when she was apprehended.
To send her to give her. How much did the man give her?
100,000.
For do what? Wait, to do what? For transport.
naira 130 wanda zan tafi da su.
It's for transport, 130,000.
From where to where? And how much is the transport fare?
Daga gida aka bani su can Umadau. Umadau Katsina ne amma jihar Savana, amma daga dutsen ma. Ina daga dutsen ma zan ce can Umadau. Daga ƙauyen lafiya.
From Katsina to Lafia.
How much will transport fare normally?
Nawa ne kudin mota?
Daga lafiya naira 700 ne.
7. Nawa ne daga Katsina din zuwa Lafiya din asalin kudin motar?
Asali daga Umadau naira 600, daga can na bada naira 1000 aka kawo ni, 10,000 aka kawo ni nan Abuja. Daga Abuja na bada naira 4,000 aka kai ni Lafiya. Daga can gurin dare yayi muka kwanta karfe 4.
How much will the total now?
Okay, everything she spent about 15,000 naira.
So if she spend if she spend 15,000 naira for transport fare, somebody now give her gari, come give her 100,000 naira. Why you no ask questions?
130.
130,000. Why you no ask questions?
Yanzu
Now woof.
duka kudin da kin kira yanzu duka kamar 15 ne. To an zo an baki 130. Ya baki tambaya ba.
A'a ban tambaye shi ba, nan kawai ne
My
kuskure.
boyfriend.
That she knows that when she made a mistake.
My boyfriend. Nah, lie.
Na
Oh.
we policing.
kuma sai shekara yau kwana uku tun da na
Jira ne na gina zuwa kai kadan kadan. In policing, we say beware of somebody who is unduly friendly. When somebody comes to you and is just doing like a nice man to you, you must be very, very careful. Normally, transport fare is 15,000 naira. They call me. And somebody offered 130,000 naira, give me a bag of gari to go and give. Instead of Jeru, I did not ask questions because you have seen a wolf. That's why we say in the police, a wolf the wrong. Yeah. And this is a lesson to all of us that even those that travel abroad, you have seen cases where they plant dangerous items in your luggages. Once somebody wants to send you anything, dismantle the luggage, ransack the luggage, be sure of the content of what you are moving with. You can see this case, but I want to believe that this woman has not been so fruitful about it. She's lying because she would know certain things about it, but by the time we finish our investigation, we will know what has transpired. But for the offer of 130 instead of 15,000 naira of transport fare was questionable, but the woman decided not to even ask questions according to her. But I want to have that belief that she's trying to keep something from us. Thank you, Ajia Hawa Yusuf. Welcome to our 5-star hotel. Now, especially women like this, maybe. The next case is conspiracy. I have this. Don't let me jump this. Conspiracy, armed banditry, cattle rustling. Abdul Qadri, Abdullahi, male. Imam Abdul Qadri, Zoku Samana. Here, small. Now the long gone, I know they here. This is to cattle rustling. Abdul Qadri Abdullahi is a male. He's from Abe village in Kaduna State. And upon his arrest, he confessed to having conspired with 3 others, currently at large, to steal 4 cows, valued about 6 million naira. All those very big cows, belonging to his uncles, one Yusuf Musa and Musa Muhammad. The suspect further confessed that he had made effort to sell the cows at the rate of 700,000 naira each, but the buyer collected the cows and absconded without paying. In Yoruba, we say Olegbe, Olegba, thief carry and other thief receive. So, Abu Qadri is into cattle rustling, and he must have been into this business for a very long time. Ask him, for how long has he been into business of cattle rustling?
About 10 years.
He has been into cattle rustling. Thank you. Bye-bye. Let's let him go. The next case is conspiracy, armed robbery, and unlawful possession of firearms. 4 AK-47 rifles recovered from this operation. 3 magazines and 2 rounds of 7.62 mm ammunition. This is a case that is still ongoing because we are still looking for some suspects. This one. So let me, we are coming back to this because when the suspects are arrested, we will surely work on this. These are the bandits that are terrorizing Wukari local government area of Taraba State, and we are still working on them. Let me just keep me for now. But we have recovered some of their arms. We have neutralized some of their powers. So they are very easy for us to pick. Anytime we want to pick them like snakes, we'll do that. The next one I have is conspiracy, theft, or no possession of dangerous weapons, and receiving stolen property. Receiving is coming again, receiving stolen property again. Ekene Iloka and Paul Iloka. Are you from the same family? Yeah, wow.
The same family, the same business.
1 cutlass and 1 knife. 3 Toyota Corolla Brentbox, tapping glass, 2 side mirrors, 2 screwdrivers, 6 spanners. On 11/8, just last week, 2024, even this week, reports were received about some hoodlums who specialized in breaking into people's houses to steal valuables. Based on the information, operatives from STS Song swiftly into action and arrested the following suspects: Ekene Iloka male and Paul Iloka male, with a Mercedes-Benz 190 model with registration number BU GGE. This number is not complete anyway. Black in color. On the spot, a search was conducted on them, and several exhibits, as highlighted above, were recovered from them. Suspects are still currently being investigated, and they will be prosecuted at the conclusion of our investigations. By their names, I think they are from the same family: Paul Iloka and Ekene Iloka. The same father, the same mother? The same father, the same mother.
To the camera.
Nice to know you. Which state are you from?
I'm from Anambra State.
That's why I did my national youth
I
service.
just came my brother this morning.
Nnewi. Where in Nnewi town?
From Osumeyi, sir.
From
Osumeyi.
Osumeyi is under
To the
Otolo,
camera.
Abina Nnewi, Umudim, Abina Nnewuchi, Abina Uruagu, Abi Otolo.
That is Osumeyi from Nnewi South.
Okay, Nnewi South.
That's Amishi.
Amichi side.
Yes, sir.
When are you into this business?
Over 5 months now, I come back to the body.
They report you from abroad.
Yes, sir.
So you are abroad deportee. Which country?
Indonesia, sir.
Indonesia.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now still abroad. Okay. What did you do there? Why did they deport you?
Oh, it's business. I go business. No good.
Which business?
I go sell cars there.
You go sell what? Parts.
Yes, sir.
Motor parts.
Look up.
And the business no go work. Don't you have a business partner there?
No.
So what are the parts you took to Indonesia?
That's they are like, true like.
So they now deported you like 6 months ago.
That is 5 months ago.
5 months ago.
Yes, sir.
So where did you go to from your trip from Indonesia to Nigeria? Which state? Which town?
I based in Lagos. I based in Lagos.
Where in Lagos?
Ladipo, sir.
Ladipo. So why are you into this business of stealing and receiving stolen items like this?
After coming back to Indonesia, there is nothing for me. So I call my senior brother. Need that Abuja. This man, that Abuja. I call him. I have about 700 and something in my account. So I come tell him, see what in that. So tell me, say make I take that money go buy small motor. Anything wey me and see in the shop. Sometimes I want the Lagos. Say make I come back to make I come Abuja. So as I come Abuja, go buy this. Buy the money I have. Go buy the one. Go buy the one. Go buy the one now in the motor. So since that 5 months, this business, this is the brain boss of the issue. So they take her from inside the motor. After they take her, they carry her.
Who take them?
Me and him, me and my brother.
And you say you take them. Say we. Go say we take them. Don't be say he take them.
I say after me take her. So go and sell it
For somebody's vehicle. I been at your motor.
Oh, my motor, sir.
That one now, you steal them?
Yes, sir.
Eh? You.
I steal her, sir.
Hey.
So after I steal her, sir, go back to me. I go Lagos, go sell her.
Hey.
Come back.
So now for Lagos you go sell them. Then you come back to Abuja. You dey steal for Abuja, go sell for Lagos.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
That is it.
How much do they sell them?
It's 30,000.
How much is the original price?
Now what all the buyers they food for
They food for Ladipo. So those wey dey receive stolen items food for Ladipo.
So after they buy them.
Now they hear Ladipo market people. Hear him or and all security operatives wey dey dey road. When you see them, they carry parts. No be all the parts they buy from genuine market. So most of them are stolen items. Make it dey very, very careful. I always say if you want to buy anything from anybody, always make sure you patronize those that have registered and designated shops. So that if anything happens, you will go back there, go relay them or say they don't cut wahala for now. You can see now, they will steal parts, particularly brain box in Abuja and take to Ladipo market in Lagos to go and sell. So association in Ladipo, please help us to do so many things to sanitize the system in that market. That market is a big market. It has a very big name globally. Don't allow certain individuals to dent your image in that market. We respect your ability. We respect all of you that are working and have shops in Ladipo market. But you can hear this confession from this man who will come and steal in Abuja. And I know many too who are still there on the field. We will surely get them very soon. I know people in Port Harcourt, Delta, Warri, Abuja, Lagos, even Ibadan, some of the big cities. We have people like him who will always steal people's property and rush down to Aba, Lagos, or Alaba to go and sell. It's not only Ladipo. I know we have many shops and big markets in Lagos and in other big cities. That is what many of them do. So when they come to sell some of these items to you, market owners, ask questions. A wolf, they run below. We don't want you. Oga, the second Oga, how many years just in your now you be okay? How many years just in your Oga Paul?
I did for 6 years.
Yeah, for 6 years. How old are you? 32, 46, 32.
Lie.
That's waiting.
Instead of you, I know people where you come from. I know the business they do. That's what we call in there with Japan of Africa. They think, they fabricate materials and they sell. I served in Nnewi. I spent a year in Nnewi. I spent a year in Nnewi as a copper. And I enjoyed working in Nnewi because they call the place Japan of Africa. There's nothing they cannot fabricate in Nnewi. I am serious. They fabricate and they export. But your own case, you went to Indonesia. I don't know what you do to deport you. For somebody to have been deported, he has done something wrong. You came to Nigeria again. Instead for you to go and fabricate, you are stealing and still selling to your people.
Sir, can you tell us how you operate in Abuja? He wants to say something.
Give him the man. Fashima.
I'm not stealing for Indonesia. I'm not stealing for, I go for business. You see more work. You know, say Indonesia na share country. So if you see you anyhow, we will deport you. So that is the issue.
Was that the first time or you've been going?
Yes, sir.
You've been going the first time?
Yes, it's my first time to go to Indonesia. So as I come back, the money why I have.
There is a proverb in Yoruba language that a man who went to war, when he came back, he said at war, he killed 6. He came back, he swallowed 5 wraps of fufu. He see chicken, he killed 6. Everything we do now 6, 6, 6, 6. Even if we don't know what he do for war, the one where you don't see for house, what he do, and not for us to even believe what he be. Forget about what happened for Indonesia. The thing what you can't do for Nigeria now is to show us the thing what you do for Indonesia. Forget about that one. If police want to investigate, they will expand their investigation to that level. But Oga Paul, as the elder brother, why did you encourage your brother to do this business and the two of you can't join hand?
As he come back, he tell me say the members they go on for the Lagos. So the people.
So na big business. No wonder my motto that they buy brain balls for more than 20 they buy now, nothing work. I'm telling you, you see they buy, you know they work, brain balls. Okay, watch your brain balls. How do you remove brain balls? How do you remove? Because when I say now you with the major engineer, your brother just give you support.
And how many minutes?
Look the camera here.
Sir, for inside the motor, now they
How? They open the bonnet?
Yes, sir.
How do you open the bonnet?
They take glass, they open glass. That small glass. Open the
Oh, that's why they recover from you glass tapping. I mean, tapping glass. I don't call them. Oh. Well, this is another lesson for all of
How
us.
many seconds does it take you to remove a brain box?
You understand, sir?
Like how many?
Well, if it takes up to 40-50 minutes. Excuse me, are you saying owners and people don't see them when they do it? Something is wrong with our system. No, something is wrong, whatever it is. I've seen cases with CCTV camera that people like them, the camera will pick that people like them, they operate they remove things from somebody's vehicle and people will be passing by. They don't even ask questions. So it is time to embrace the concept of volunteerism in Nigeria. That I want to volunteer to do something for my system. Individualistic approach is that what can an individual do to help the system? Because you see them, if they spend so much time, like 45 minutes, 50 minutes to do this operation, somebody must see them. What are we actually doing? How do we cope this? So which means we need to be sensitive to things around us. And this is a typical example for people who park their vehicles in the streets, in parking plots, parking places. Let us be careful of people like Ekene and Paul. Oga Paul, you know that song when they sing for church. Oh Lord, I say for the silence. Oh Lord, I say for the silence. Oh Lord, I say for the silence. He will surely deliver us. Oh, this is your own. I don't know how you want to do more. Gentlemen of the first, the last one we want to do. Criminal conspiracy and banditry. Abibu Isa male. One Toyota Oma bus. On 17 July 2024 at about 9:40 a.m., operatives of STS arrested one suspect named Abibu Isa male, 40 years, of Sokoto State, who upon arrest confessed to being an informant to the bandits operating around Sokoto. Due to his closeness and access to banditry activities, the bandits gave him the opportunity to negotiate ransom with victims' families on their behalf. Whenever the ransom is paid, he gets his share, which he used to purchase a Toyota Hummer bus. You know how much it is? Which has been recovered as an exhibit. I think it's the one that has been charged to court, or is it? Well, we have arrested him and presently facing charges in court. He's being arraigned in the court of competent jurisdiction. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, we want to re-echo our commitment again to providing adequate security for all citizens of this country. We can only call for your support. We call for your help in all areas to make sure we achieve our aims of having a more secure Nigeria as our country. We have nowhere to go. Please, let's work together to have a better security system in this country. Support the police, support the armed forces, support all security agencies via information sharing. We can assure you that information given to us will be treated with utmost confidentiality. We need information to work. We need intelligence to work. For those who have recovered their vehicles today, I'm sure it's a testimony that the system is still working. For those who don't believe in our system, please believe in the system. We have a system that is working in Nigeria. All we need is for us to be more patriotic. Let us be more patriotic in Nigeria. Let us love our country. Let us love one another. Let us have this in mind, that what can I do to assist my country? We always hear blames on the government, on the federal government, on people in power. But you, as an individual, what have you done to help Nigeria, to salvage this country, to promote peace and unity in Nigeria? Togetherness, we can do it. Let's form a formidable force to tackle all our common enemies who leave pains, sorrows, and agonies for us as innocent Nigerians. On behalf of the Inspector General of Police of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, IGP Olukayode Adeolu Egbeto Compete NPM, we want to commend the effort of the Special Tactical Squad operatives led by DCP Ilya and other senior officers that are here, and of course to all our men on the field who have been a very, very great soldiers on the field, doing the work, making sure we live in peace in this country. We promise Nigerians to continue to do the needful to make sure we go after these criminal elements who terrorize our country. So we commend you, STS operative led by the commander. Gentlemen of the press, want to appreciate you for finding time to come. For those whose vehicles have been recovered, we want to appreciate your time, your patience, and the belief you have in the system. The IGP appreciates all of you, and we hope we are still going to continue to work to make sure we fight our common enemies in our various communities. All the people in Nigeria continue to enjoy the rest of Sunday. I say, God bless you all. Never stay. You go in peace.
Hello, introduce this one. Water. No, sorry now.